What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the IGN Live Show from Comic-Con 2013. I'm Greg. This is Eric. Eric, you know what's still popular?
There's many things, including the amazing massage you gave me, but besides that, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here to talk about it, we got May, Rob, Sean. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, guys. What a pleasure.
Oh, please, the pleasure's all ours. You flatter everybody.
You know, it's of course for May and Sean, I have a different question than for Rob, because for May and Sean, it's, you know, what's it been like joining this whole Turtles thing in the past couple years, and sort of, you know, everyone knows Ninja Turtles and now becoming part of it.
Well, it's like a pilgrimage back to the center, to the roots, to the origin of
days,
this,
like
dinosaur
days.
Let me show you how to make fire.
What has it been like for you, Sean?
Oh, well, it was, we've been doing a little while now. We're just starting our third-ish season, something like that. So I've gotten comfortable with the actual Raphael.
The new
I'm
Raphael.
the Raphael imposter, but yeah.
Raphael light and young.
But my favorite moment is when we're doing something in a recording and I'll do something and Rob will go,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm in!
Nailed it. Stuck it.
I would like to believe there was like a sacred ceremony to induct the new Raphael, Rob.
It involves size
Well,
and red.
there was, but it involved a Speedo and some shoe polish, and May gets so disturbed when we go down that road.
You've told it too many times.
Yeah.
It's
all, yeah. But you know,
I'm famous for the Speedo, but I haven't made the cut yet. He's still deciding whether or not I'm going to get that.
and I am the
you
final
know.
arbiter of Speedo-ness.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell that's going. But no,
Welcome to my
honestly,
day.
it was it's been an incredible experience on so many levels. But to get another ride in the turtle van, so to speak, is just it's crazy. And it's everywhere in the coolest way, man. It's just huge. Really
My
great.
wife is always texting me pictures from whatever shop
Yeah.
she and the kids are in with, and you come up. I've got a turtles trash can, towels, bed sheets.
Wow.
We've got I'm like I know I'm in the show, but we don't have to live everything.
Honey,
Turtles,
people are
they
going to
love
come over and think we are out there.
It's great. And for girls, obviously, you know, anytime, it definitely ups the ante for if I've got a crush on a boy, I could be like, and I'm also the new April. If
That's
it's not
right.
working. He's like, what did I say? Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Well,
it's, working
April is
for all
as
of us.
iconic as the Turtles, you know?
Yeah.
So for people, have you seen that fandom of that April O'Neil fandom when you talk to fans?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think it's kind of cool because like our show, it doesn't feel really like we're trying to replace it or have her be something completely new. It's more just sort of her younger, and you can kind of like get to know her a little better, like see her in, you know, in that other zone. So I think that's kind of cool.
I have this image of him outside of May's door with the yellow dress, trying to decide if he should knock on the door.
It was a jumpsuit.
See, look at that.
Come on, Sean.
Get off set, Sean. Your nerd
This
card's
is why
been
I'll
pulled.
never open the door. You know what I'm saying? It's just, they don't have it coming.
Rob, when you were first, you know, when you came around the first time with Ninja Turtles, did you expect years later,
Not a
so many years later, to
Thank
be
you
doing
for-
it
thank
again?
you.
No problem. Just pointing out.
It's
Just
actually
pointing out.
so
later.
No, and in fact, my son at the time, who was working for Nickelodeon, sort of got an interoffice memo that I had been cast in this new iteration. And he said, Dad, you're going to be the answer to a Jeopardy question, man. You live long enough, you can knock out all 4 turtles. No. The thing that has been so incredible, and this is a very unique circumstance with respect to any huge franchise, evergreen, if you will. It, honestly, to be able to go to an event like Comic-Con or any other live event where you're doing pop culture stuff, you see hundreds of dads and moms and kids who all love the same show in different iterations. And they share it together, and they love it together. And the ultimate compliment for somebody like me, and for Peter Hastings and Ciro Nieli, who grew up not only working on the stuff, but Ciro and his team really respect the franchise and the mythology. The ultimate compliment for us is when you see somebody who's, say, 30 years old and says, you know what, dude, I didn't really want to like this show, and now I can't stop watching it.
Right.
And that, honestly, is the rule. It's not the exception, and it's just an enormous gift.
People are, so protective of the things they love that they grew up with. And yeah, even just...
Well, nostalgia is such a powerful emotion, right?
Yeah, and covering this show, when we were first writing about it, it's everyone's skeptical because they don't want you to screw up something that they love. So was it great to see, that skepticism quickly change once the show actually airs? People said, I'm very happy with it."
Instantly.
Yeah.
There's so much love from like every single person that's involved on the team. Like everyone loves and respects the original show and everything about it. And so I think that sort of shows through is that nobody came in to like be like, this is our turtles. It's like, we just love turtles and we want more. Don't you guys want more?
There was a moment when they first started, when we were doing the loopy, we do our stuff first before they've animated it yet, right?
Yeah.
And then they go and they animate for an extended period of time, and then it comes back, and we then kind of fit our voices to whatever they finally animated. And when he was watching it the first time, he was like a little kid. He's like, "This is so good! Look at how amazing it looks!" And it's cinematic. I mean, the way that they render it, it just looks like a movie every week.
And I have to say the relationship, the unrequited, strange and unrequited,
Here we go.
the deep love and respect, the interspecies romance that is between Donnie. I've done such an enormous crush on April. And this fan base is like, oh, dude, we so love the fact that Donnie has a crush on
really
April.
cute and
it's
sweet.
Adorable. It's so great.
Yeah, you see a lot more of the human element also, which I like, is you kind of get to know their relationships.
Well, you've
and their,
dated
like,
several
little...
reptiles.
Well,
haven't
sure,
you?
that's another story.
knows.
That's the late night program
That's
that we're
right,
doing
yeah,
later.
sorry.
We'll hear about that.
Sipes and I, who plays Michelangelo, we allow him to have this minor crush without sort of,
Thank you.
He'll
Because
step
at
in
my
if it
age,
gets to be too much,
because
right?
I've known May, I've known her mother since before May was born.
Right.
So that's
This is
why
where it
May just
starts
says
to
he is
get-
so innocuous. Rob is so harmless because he's 100. Turtles live a long
Very
time.
You're
brittle.
behind him. Her
Brittle.
microphone's behind him, and you're drooling the whole time, and she can't see that.
You can't see that.
As long as I can't see it, you know what I'm saying?
Out of sight, out of mind.
It's a strange mixture of sweetness and oddness that I guess you get with
and
acting.
repulsion. Yes.
Because I remember us talking about the fact that you've known May pretty much since she was born, and now you're playing potential love interest.
But you know what's great though is that to see May. I mean, May is a world famous and world class actress, and to see this
hottie.
little girl
My mom pays
and
him to do
hot
this.
as Georgia asphalt. Look at her, right?
That's
I
right.
mean,
He'll
what
get a bump in
turtle?
his
What
paycheck.
turtle wouldn't want to, have a little smoochy?
Now you mentioned, Sean, that you're working on season 3 episodes. We're still seeing the end of season 1. First of all, it must be a great vote of confidence when a show has been renewed through season 3 when you're only airing season 1. It's also strange for you, because you're so far ahead to even think about when I'm getting you prepared for when I say what's coming up on the show. The fact that you've recorded things maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years before.
Yeah. I mean, it's a testament to kind of everybody along the I don't know, hierarchy or the food chain about their level of patience and vision about how long, you sort of, I had this expectation when I got this part that it's going to go for a long time. It was good, and it's very clear when we first saw it.
Yeah.
Not because of us, but because of what they're doing. The stories are fun and
the team
inventive
is
and new.
incredible.
And they care. They care about every little detail. So the idea of remembering back, like when it's time to talk about, what do we do at the beginning? Yeah, I can't remember what I did this morning. So.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, we do know Casey Jones is coming in
That's
season
right.
2.
Casey.
Talk about the
Yes.
introduction, and is this going
The
to
love
is this going to
triangle, baby.
ruin Donnie's game?
And
Is
it's
this
going to ruin it, maybe. It's going to make me up my
Definite
ante a
salt.
little bit.
Right.
I'm going to beat that boy like a rented mule. Don't you think I can't do it?
Get him
I
started.
like my relationship with him.
yeah.
Raphael's relationship with him. It's
That's always a fun dynamic.
Yeah, and it's been fun to play with him. I'm not sure if we're supposed to say the name of our
can we
color.
say
It's actually been revealed. It's actually
has?
been revealed. Yeah.
Okay, it's
Well,
Josh.
he's-
Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, we got you. Hasn't been revealed at all.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
The Nick people are like, don't say it, don't say it. But anyway, he's got such a sweet quality to him, and his voice is really distinctive. And it was fun when he walked in. All of a sudden, like I think he thought I was an elder statesman, and I'm looking to Rob like I'm a brand new guy.
You want to see elder statesman?
But everybody just kind of there's such a light, fun quality. Even with the guys who come in to play the heavies, they're Nolan and they
Clancy Brown.
Clancy,
Kevin.
right? Kevin,
Kevin
he's
Michael
hilarious.
Richards, Shredder. We
Yeah.
got some kick-ass talent on the
Yeah.
show.
And some cool guest spots coming up too. So,
Yeah.
but Casey, everybody was dying
throwbacks.
about Casey, and they're not going to be disappointed. I feel.
Well, and
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
one of the things that told me from the get-go of this whole experience was the fact that the gentleman who basically is Viacom, Mr. Dumont, came to a recording session and spent a half an hour with us, right? And was like looking at and digging on the song and really loving it and being very and it's like you never ever see that in any franchise where you get to hang out with the guy who runs the whole shooting match.
Your
and
boss's
says,
boss's boss's boss.
yeah, right. And says, no, man, this is really cool, and oh, look at that, and I love this and I love that, and it's really from like Sean said, from the top down, an incredible group and really supportive with enormous respect for the franchise.
You talk about all the fans out there. Of course, we want them to be part of the show. Tweet at IGN, hashtag SDCC, just like Steven did. Steven, he tweets, what is your least favorite pizza topping? Anchovies. All right, that's a real turtle answer. Right off the bat, he had one.
Anchovies too, for sure.
I think-
Or eggplant. That seems
Oh,
weird.
yeah, it's kind of
Eggplant,
mushy.
yes,
You don't want mushy
yes.
eggplant.
Weird, yeah.
I think my least favorite pizza topping is pork tartare. Don't like it.
It's just
Came
not,
from
you're just
an
not that
expensive
refined yet,
household.
because
No,
if it's done right.
You got to go to the good pork tartare.
Yeah, it's the one that sits in the turtle van for a couple hours in the sun.
Did you guys have a party? Did IGN have a party last night?
We did. Were you not invited?
I was
No,
there.
he was there.
Oh, okay.
I was there. I just want to make
Wait,
sure. that I didn't get
whoa. Did IGN have a party last night? I was there.
I just didn't.
What kind
The
of night?
sign of an awesome party.
It was awesome. I just want to say that. If it's what I'm remembering, it's so good. The burgers.
Sean was walking around with a lampshade and his Samwise feet on last night, right?
Yeah.
He was
And my
walking-
sai, my Raphael sai, and the
His
Hobbit
Raphael
feet.
sai,
That's
a lampshade, and his
The Ruby
Samwise
jersey.
rubber feet. It was great. Nice touch.
Everyone,
baby.
people want to take my picture. What can I say?
You guys are all multitaskers. You all got a lot going on. May currently Arrested Development season 4. People
Yes.
can watch on Netflix.
Yes,
And
yes.
anything you can say about Parenthood? You're going back on that.
Yeah, we just started again. It's going to be
You
a,
did?
yeah.
Congratulations.
We just started.
That's
Thanks.
number
Thank
5,
you.
right?
Season 5.
Oh.
It's going to be a juicy season, guys. Juicy. I'm going to say juicy one more time.
That
just to
Jason
really
Tatum-
land
I have a
the
16-year-old
juicy.
daughter. I watch that show like this.
No, it's Jason Katims makes you cry. That's just
Yeah.
what he does.
My
Yeah,
wife and I
get
watch
ready.
that show, and my wife has the biggest mom crush. She just wants to adopt. And anytime
Mom
you're
crush.
crying, she looks at me, and my wife's got tears going, oh my God, are you going to do
Just call her. Bring her over here. Let her live here.
awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's emotional, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a good season.
And Rob, you've got so many different projects
Where
you're
to
working on at the
start?
same time. You look at IMDb, it's insane. But I did want to mention Pinky and the Brain. You're going to do a panel tomorrow.
Yes, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was my partner in crime, Maurice the Brain Lamarche, and I are doing a 20th anniversary of Pinky and the Brain. That was the first time I came to Comic-Con, was 20 years ago, to promote Animaniacs and ultimately Pinky and the Brain. So tomorrow at the Lyceum Theater, which I think is down at Horton Plaza, and there are some tickets down there. So if you want to come and spend an afternoon with Pinky and the Brain, we'd love to have you.
I think quite a few people will. And then, Sean, you're about to work with Mr. Guillermo del Toro on the screen.
I think this is the
Damn.
first moment I will have ever spoken about it publicly.
Exclusive IGN.
Tell us everything.
Yeah.
It's do you know the books? I mean, the books are. I didn't. What do I know? I know Comic-Con when I show up, but I'm gonna have a whole new kind of Vampire Street cred when I come back next year, which
Cool,
I'm
buddy.
really excited about. No, Guillermo is. He's just a force of nature. I mean, there's just no other. We sat down and had our meeting, and he just, whatever he would have wanted me to do, I'd do it. And I just happen to have a really cool part in this. In the strain. So, and my thing is that I shouldn't say it. Oh, it's top secret.
Anything.
This is your first time you can talk about
Yeah,
it. So
Ron-
nobody's watching.
Ron Perlman reads the audiobook.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what you think about Ron Perlman's range as an
it's
actor,
incredible.
because it's unbelievable.
Yeah, no,
His
he can do a
subtlety
lot
and
of
the nuance and the detail in the writing is so good. And I'm
He's in Pacific Rim, too. He's got a real nice part of Pacific
yeah,
Rim.
juicy to bring up that word.
Juicy.
Ron Perlman.
I go.
We're doing-
I cycle lately. I'm a runner and a cyclist, whatever. So I've been going at night, late,
I don't like
in
this
the
story.
valley, in the
Just
San
wait for it. We always tell this story at the end
listening to Ron Perlman talk about sucking the blood out of the it's pretty great. I had fun doing that.
You find yourself riding faster and faster.
Absolutely.
Comic-Con, obviously you guys are all familiar with Comic-Con at this point. Is there has anything stand out to you as far as just a crazy Comic-Con experience? What's it like for you when you go out there and get to see everything going on?
Well, I always dress up. That's my thing.
She
is
does.
at
Last
now.
year- last year
I
she
do
was
the cosplay.
Dorothy and the
Last year I was Dorothy and Harry Potter and SpongeBob SquarePants. This year I can't reveal, but I'm going to try. I will reveal that it's a bad costume. Because
Really?
There you go. The bar is very low, everybody.
I
If you
did
see
not have
May on the show
time
floor.
to really do it up this year. But I'm going to make the effort and hope that takes me part of the way.
I am in my costume as a sad, depressed, middle-aged white man.
It's the best one
Dude,
yet.
it's awesome!
Best one
Thank
yet.
you.
You really nailed the nuance.
Thank you. I did. I figured I really lived it, and but it's funny, and I love Comic-Con because the people are so generous, and these are the people who butter my bread. But I must say that I'm always left with one unassailable truth, and that to me is that spandex really should be a privilege, not a right.
People smell.
Yeah, you know.
Don't abuse the spandex.
No.
My
Like
daughter, my middle, I have 3 daughters, and now they're all, particularly the 2 younger ones, are way into not just Turtles, but Comic-Con in general. But yesterday I'm driving down, and I got my little ear thing in, and my daughter's saying, Dad, I was looking online for Turtles costumes. She said, and all I could find were girls with really tiny bikinis on and a little shell strap to their back.
And Sean's going,
the car.
yeah. Well, I just happen to have one here next to me, honey. And pick up the phone there, would you, Bambi?
I was like, let's go back with Darth Vader. I think that's how you
Like, I don't know
Yeah.
if that's an officially branded
I don't think that's approved.
version.
Gentlemen, lady,
Thank you.
thank you so much for coming
Oh,
by.
it's a
Thanks.
pleasure.
Have a
Thanks for
wonderful
having us,
Comic-Con.
guys. That was fun.
May, I'm sorry your costume's no good.
No, guys, it's gonna be good. It's just not.
No,
gonna be
she already said it was
It's
bad,
gonna be
everybody.
great.
We know. Look for bad costumes
It's
out
going to
there.
be juicy.
That we can promise.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
thank
if
you guys for watching.
love juicy content, make sure you keep it here on IGN. The live stream just getting started.
Michelangelo. Greg Sipes, Michelangelo.
What's up, y'all? Y'all rock. See you soon.
can't get right.
These poor guys have just had
We got a photo bomb.
You never know
We
what's
have
going to
two
happen on the
Caesar salads
IGN
over
Comic-Con
here.
live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got more content coming up after these messages.
Thanks.
Someone get the security.